So everybody, we're live now on YouTube and this meeting will be recorded. So just to be sure that we have it all covered from all grounds. Today is one meeting I do not want to miss for anything. So everybody, we're live now on YouTube. Okay, and this meeting will be recorded. YouTube, don't tell me what I already know. Yes, so good morning, everybody. Once again, thank you so much, everyone who is on the call. And for those who are going to watch afterwards, thank you as well. My expectation today is not just that we'll add knowledge. Like I always say, knowledge is just potential power. My expectation today is that we will add knowledge and we'll act on the knowledge. Our guest today is somebody I've always wanted to meet, and I'm so excited I'm meeting him today. Is a serial qualifier. Is in less than 2 years, his achievement on this platform is amazing. In less than 2 years, is the boss, the ace boss, as a Malaysia trip qualifier 2019, is a Greece trip qualifier 2019 double slot, is a 5 million naira car awardee in 2019, is a Diamond 7 achiever, is a Dubai trip qualifier 2021 double slot, as a USA Canada trip qualifier double slot. He has over 7,500 global partners, is a 7 million naira car fund awardee, and the list continues. Interestingly, did not qualify for all this alone. On your screen are members of the team that he qualified with. Our guest today is not a visitor. He is a member of the family. He is no other than Emmanuel Eduru. Now, because there is another Emmanuel Eduru, in Longreach we'll add the JR to it. But celebrate for me today, Diamond 7 serial achiever, Emmanuel Eduru. Hey.
Thank you.
Nice having you.
I'm humbled, honestly.
You owe me this, and you owe me another one, but we'll start with this that you owe me. And before I let you loose, I just want to ask, in my very simple way, who is Emmanuel Eduru?
Emmanuel Eduru Jr. is a 28-year-old young man who was born into a family of 5 kids. He hails from Olomoro in Isoko South local government area of Delta State. He speaks English, Hausa, Isoko, a little bit of Urobo, a little bit of Igbo to some extent. And also, he is a medical radiographer. Wow. A graduate of the University of Nigeria, Enugu campus, with second-class upper honors.
Wow. No wonder you are crushing it all. So you speak English, Urobo, Isoko, a bit of Hausa, a bit of Igbo. No wonder you are just crushing and going across all the continents. So when did you join this platform and how has it been? I've read out your achievements, but did you just come into the platform? Because I have quite a number of people in the house who will say to me, Yomi, I've been here for a month, I've been here for a year. I'm not seeing this results you are really now. Did you just come in and boom, you arrived, or how did it go?
All right. I joined the platform 2017, early 2017. Then I was in my final year in the University of Nigeria. I was an undergraduate then, about to conclude schooling. When I heard about this opportunity, I saw my uncle and his wife. The first day I met my uncle and his wife in Lagos, unfortunately for me, it was on a Thursday. They were having a Longreach seminar. So when I got there, I was impressed. But what hit me was that it was network marketing. I have always looked down on network marketing until this day. So I joined then, but it was not until later in the year, by October 2017, I now decided to take the business seriously, take it to the next level, and we got to where we are today. I did not start qualifying for incentives immediately. It took a long time. It took me 2 whole years and over 6 months extra before I was able to get my first achievement in long reach. In fact, I got to Diamond 5 without achievement. The
Wow.
day they were celebrating my D5, my uncle made a statement. He called me that evening. I was so happy. He told me, Ima, getting to D5 in long reach without achievement is like being the driver of a Ferrari. That was all he told me. I now understood it because I'm also a deep thinker. I'm a deep thinker. I understood it. Driver of a Ferrari. Why be a driver when you can be the owner? But here we are today. That statement changed me. That statement made me make sure that I unlocked the way to my own personal achievement. So it wasn't easy. It was tough getting my achievements. I began working for achievements from April 2018. I pursued achievement. I pursued China 2018. I pursued Kenya 2018. I produced a qualifier, but I did not qualify. I pursued Tanzania, Dubai 2018. I produced a qualifier, I did not qualify. I pursued Seychelles 2018. I produced 2 qualifiers on separate legs, I did not qualify. I pursued CAF 2018, I produced 1 qualifier. I also pursued China 2019. I produced 1 qualifier in Cameroon, but I did not qualify.
Wow.
It was the next trip, Malaysia 2019, that my own turn came in the business.
Oh, wow. Let me ask you, what exactly is long reach all about? So I have some people in the house who don't even know all these achievements we are saying. They don't even have a clue. What's long reach all about?
For me, I would say long reach is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle for people who believe that they can be more, they can be better than the society where they happen to find themselves or where the society puts them in, and they want to effect a change. The company Longreach opens a way out for everyone. The brand gives a leveled playing ground for anyone who desires to succeed. I began this platform with Student Combo, which is the most looked down on entry level. That was how I came. Longreach enabled, this platform enabled me to build that business from 4 PV to over 1 million PVs today.
Wow.
Yes. That's how I like to describe it. So Longreach to me, it's a whole lot. Just that many people don't understand. They don't.
Emmanuel, help me understand. So I'm hearing people's minds here. Unemployment is huge. I was looking at the statistics recently and it said 63% of young people are either unemployed or underemployed. And then here you are talking about long reach and saying it's a lifestyle. How do we do this business? How do we succeed in long reach? What is it all about? So I'm just going to let you loose. Tell us
Okay.
exactly what it is about long reach.
All right. The company Longreach deals on daily consumables,
Okay.
things people use every day, things people cannot do without. The same way you must eat every day, you must drink water every day, you need a toothpaste every day, you need soap every day, you need cream every day. Every time a girl child is born, they'll be needing sanitary pad in the next 18 years. Your baby poos, you need diaper. We take coffee, we take tea. When you're not feeling fine, you need supplements to take care of your body. Now, my company language deals on these things. And whether you like it or not, you must use these things. I call them daily necessities. Now, all language is asking you to do is what? We know you need these things. Switch your brand. Change your brand from the regular XYZ brands to Longreach. Instead of buying the ones you are used to, visit Longreach, get a code, get an ID, buy and use. Buy and use. Not necessarily buy to sell. Selling is if you want to sell, because it's not necessary in our business. The company does not compel you to come buy products every month. There's nothing like authorship. You have no sales targets. There's nothing like point flushing. All you need to do is what? Use the products. When you use the products, the company says, we want to be paying you for using the products. And all the company expects of you is to share the opportunity with others. Invite them to come and leverage on the language platform. Invite them into what I call the sharing economy. The language platform, the language products undergo what I call the sharing economy. Invite people to come and share profits with Longreach. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. When you can create a community or club of persons who use our company's products, you begin to make a whole lot of money. The reason is because our products have repeat order. Someone uses our toothpaste today, he will continue using it for life. I've met people who have used our toothpaste for almost 7 years, but they're not partners. That doesn't make any sense. You that are using the product, get a code, use the product, invite other people to come and do the same, and you'll be making a whole lot of money. But to make the money, you must put in the work. You must build it. And that is my take. And that is one of the reasons why I love this business. It demands commitment.
I appreciate. So my question is, what is that work? I appreciate the fact that it's network. So there is no money without work. Somebody has rightly said that wealth without work is the worst thing that can happen to any human being on earth. So I agree. It's network. So work must be there. But the question is, what is that work? A lot of people are saying, you want me to start hawking toothpaste? You say you don't need to sell. Some people are saying, when I tell anybody Longreach, say, Ponzi, you have come again. What is that work and how do I do that work?
About it. Most times when people criticize the act of selling, I would like to say something. Almost all the great businessmen in the world are sellers. All great entrepreneurs are sellers. You can either be selling a product, or you are selling a service, or you are selling an idea. Now, for us in Longreach, the work is not necessarily, yes, company deals in products, but the work is not necessarily selling the products. Because if you sell the products, you're just a network marketer. But for us in Longreach, we sell this idea. What is that idea? The idea is everyone should convert their expenses, their regular expenses.
Is that from me? Hello?
We lost him.
Okay, I'm sure he will come back soon. But one of the things he's saying, I'm sure he will soon be back. One of the things he's saying that I'm enjoying so much is telling us what exactly is the work. What is the work? And that's something a lot of us every day we are asking. We say join network marketing, join Longreach, and you're saying, okay, how do I make money? And a lot of times we want to sit down and make the money without the work. But it's not net play, it's not net sleep, it's network. What is the work? Number one thing he has said clearly is sharing the idea. We are not selling products, we are selling ideas. What's the idea? You are telling people to do what you have done. What have you done? You have switched your brand. Now, what Longreach is saying, which is coming to expatiate for us, is for every time you are brushing your teeth, the company is telling you and everybody that's connected to you, thank you. So it might not even be your immediate generation, but somebody somebody brought you, whosoever that person is, long as you tell the person thank you every time you brush your teeth. And it's likely said, little drops of water make a mighty ocean. Never despise the one toothpaste, the one bamboo soap that somebody will use. Emmanuel Eduru has been phenomenal in this year 2021, and he's going to come back and continue this. But while we are waiting for him to continue, he said something about Longreach. Longreach is that company that is a producer, a manufacturer. And the beautiful news is this: they're actually building a factory right here in Lagos, Nigeria. But for the COVID, it will have been commissioned, but it will be commissioned soon. With that factory coming on, you can be sure that availability of products become the norm. And we'll not just be making for Nigeria, we'll be making for other parts of Africa and maybe even Europe. But for members who are on this call,
He's back.
okay, I'll just find him. Okay, I found you. So let me just make you a co-host again, and then you can unmute yourself. Yes, you're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Please unmute yourself. I'm sure it's a bit of technical itch. It will unmute shortly and it will join us. It will soon unmute. One of the things the company has also done is further producing in Nigeria, they're going to be exporting to other countries, other parts. And what that means is we're not just going to be earning for Nigerians alone. Nigeria as a country will also be earning foreign exchange from this. And that is huge. That is huge, not just for us partners, but for the country as a whole. And that's something all of us should be proud of. So when you're talking about Longreach, raise your head up, square your shoulders, and be proud, because you're not just improving your own pocket, you are making Nigeria a greater nation. So you are contributing to global development, Nigerian development. So yes, I had to say that while we are waiting for him to come back on. Now, Longreach runs two things every year: the car promo and trip promos. And I loved what he said. And I hope that encourages everyone on this team who has not yet qualified. You know, it happened to me. I think that was last car qualification. I was so close to qualifying, but I didn't, almost never kills a fly, almost never kills a bird. You either qualify or you don't. I was so close, but I didn't qualify. But you heard him. He was on the platform for 2 years without qualifying. He had qualifiers, he didn't qualify. But today, not only has he qualified, he's qualified again and again and again. And now we call him a serial qualifier. All the leaders on the call, thank you so much for coming on. I see all the leaders on the call. Thank you so much for joining us to make this happen. And for those of you on YouTube, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Share it with somebody. Let everybody benefit from this. So is back on, his audio is back. And so it's going to be taking us again. So I'm spotlighting you. Yes, you are back. Like I will say, you are back bigger, better, and stronger. Cool. Welcome back. I hope you can hear me. You need to unmute yourself.
I'm unmuted already. Yes, okay. I can hear you.
Yes.
So where did we stop, please? So sorry for the interruption.
Not a problem. You are saying that every successful person sells something, and in Longreach, yes, we're not selling products, we're selling ideas.
We sell business ideas. We educate people on how it works. They come on board. Once they come on board, we train, coach, mentor, and work with these people so that they too can go ahead to spread the message. For example, when I came on board the platform, I was a novice. I had no idea what the platform entailed. I thought it was about selling of products. So I began with selling of products. Then I learned and understood the platform. I now migrated from selling products to selling the business idea. At the moment I discovered that it was about educating people, that was when the business changed gears for me. So if you are here in this meeting, you are still here to figure that out, take note of this. It will help you work things out for yourself. Become an educator, become a solution provider. We show people how our platform can help them create wealth, improve their finances. We also show people how, educate people on how our platform can also help them improve their health and also help their families too. So let's keep selling the message. We sell value, not products.
Okay. I like that. I want to break it down again. Let's take it back. So you are on this platform. In the simplest forms of ABCD, how did you kickstart your business to this level of success? So I'm asking very clear questions. What books did you read? What activities did you get yourself involved in? How did you grow? So it's an open mentorship class for everybody on this call. What did you do?
First, I asked my upline. Yes, I was doing the business. I was doing the business. Let me say I was doing the business. I wasn't really doing the business. I was doing it in my own way. I wasn't getting the kind of results I wanted. I was earning some weeks, was not earning some weeks. So I asked my upline, 3SD, not 3SD Drew, I asked him, sir, there's something you guys are doing that I'm not doing right. He laughed. There and then, he introduced me to my two greatest loves in network marketing, the business of the 21st century and GoPro. He just gave me the books. He said, Ima, go and read, we'll discuss later in the day. As I was going through the books, it opened my mind. I was just laughing. Looking at all the errors and mistakes I was making, I was just laughing. Then I went to work. I began to practicalize everything I learned in those books. I'm not a head knowledge kind of person. I am a hands-on kind of person. If GoPro says do this, I do it. Business of the 21st century says do this, I do it. I did everything you can think of. When I read the chapter on leadership, I went practical. I didn't just read. But some people will tell them read these books. They will just read it like a novel for one day and tell you, I'm done reading it. Sorry, not so. You take it a chapter at a time and you apply a chapter at a time. And you're going to have to apply it until you are doing it consistently, until you are correct at doing it. That is how it works. Then I went to work. At first, I had to be rugged in my approach. I went street to street, hostel to hostel, girls hostel, boys hostel, room to room. I was deliberate. And it wasn't as if the things I was doing back then were giving me the results I wanted. I was just doing it because I wanted to be sure that I wasn't making a mistake. I did a whole lot. When some persons came into my business, courtesy of my efforts, I decided to also become a leader. I began to work with these people instead of working alone. And when I started working with these people, I discovered that I began to get more results. I'm not that connected. Let's be honest. Let's be realistic. I'm not that connected. But I've been able to build a big business leveraging on the connections and the contacts of my leaders. I have this use me personality. Yes, if you come into my team, you are a diamond too, and you're ready to expose your social capital to me. You can use me anyhow you want to use me. Use me and climb. That is just all I care. All I care about is let everybody come and climb. You can use me as a leverage. I know you cannot talk, but I can talk. There's even a post I made on Facebook where I said, if you don't know how to talk, all you need to do is plug into the business and let us talk for you. I literally talked for a lot of people, and today they are talking for themselves. Leverage.
I like 4 clear things you have said. Number 1, read. And one of the things I want to say to people, everyone on the call, is if you have read those 2 books, please read it again. For everybody on Team Grace, I'll post those 2 books again tonight on all our platforms. Number 1. Number 2 is said practice. Don't practice, don't read all, then start practicing. No, every chapter, practice, then go to the next chapter. So it's work you are doing. Number 3, be deliberate. Number 4, work with people. You cannot work on this business alone. So somebody says to ask you, let us talk for you as starters. What kind of solutions do we sell in Longreach?
When it comes to the solutions we sell, I normally use an abbreviation, Form H. Form H. F stands for family, O stands for occupation, R stands for recreation, M stands for money, H stands for health. I tell people that my company is a company that can enrich the family, put money into everyone's pocket. And let me be honest, I have been practical when it comes to this. I have my siblings enrolled on this platform. One is almost a diamond 4. Sorry.
Not a problem. NEPA just did what they know to do best. They took the light while we are going to wait for him to come on. Okay. While we're waiting for him to come on.
Let's proceed without video. Yes. When the light is on, I'll come back. All right. Where were we? Okay, now family. I tell people how my platform can enrich their families. Everyone in the home can be a weekly earner. I'm practical when it comes to that. When you are coming on board, you're a family person, I tell you, make sure that your 3 legs are your family members. Very, 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 very important. It is also a growth strategy. It's also a growth strategy.
Mm-hmm. Clearly. Clearly.
It's also a growth strategy. Mm-hmm. Then for occupation, for people who have jobs they are currently doing, but they are not measuring up, they are not meeting up, I tell them that my platform is a perfect plan B. I tell them my platform, Longreach, is a perfect plan B. Yes, you have a job doing, you have a business you are doing, Longreach can also help you supplement whatever you are doing by means of your occupation. Then, recreation. I normally use recreation for people who love living a fun life. I know there are some people you know that naturally, they love living an adventurous life. They love living exciting lives. For those people, I tell them about the incentives. Oh, opportunities to travel, opportunities to get car fund and change your cars. And they love it. So I tell them about that. Then for money, I tell them, man, everybody needs money. Without money, even marriage will not be formed. So if you need to boost your cash flow, you need my business. And of utmost important is the H attached, health. My mentor always says, find me a business that takes care of your health alongside your body, your pockets. That is a business worth doing. So I tell them about that. So I tell them that, yes, my platform can do that for you. And because of that, they pick interest in my business.
You're muted, sir.
So these are the solutions I offer people. So when I'm talking to a prospect, I profile them. They call it profiling. If you profile your prospects, you will sell the right message to them and they'll pick interest in them. One thing I used to use to guilt people who have families is that I will tell them, don't you feel your children deserve the best? Look at me, for example. Yes, my mom did the best she could. My dad is late. But the best she could got me to graduate. After graduation, I now had to start from the scratch. I tell them, my children cannot go through what I'm going through. I'm going to build a legacy for my children. By the time they're graduating, they are at the level of top CEOs. My children don't deserve to suffer. When I'm done with that, I tell them, you see all these things people are doing, long-rich parents are doing for their children. A day will come when your children will point you and tell you, what were you doing when so were doing this for their children? And they will pull your ears. Parents need to sit up. The world is global already. So let's be practical for once. That is a wonderful solution. Please, let's clap for long reach. It's not easy.
I appreciate what you're saying, but for those who are on the call from outside Nigeria, does this really apply to them?
Yes, it does. When it comes to the family aspects. Abroad, we're used to parents having a trust fund for their children. We are used to parents having a trust fund for their children. For me, if you are such a parent, I will tell you, normally you will need to put money into that trust fund for your business. But for us in language, you will just need to do some work under your children, and the money will be put into that trust fund, and the trust fund will keep appreciating. So it still applies to them. The same problems we have in Nigeria, they have them abroad. Let's not just look down on our country, for goodness sake. They have the same problems we have. Problems are everywhere. Sometimes, even when you, from what I've heard from some persons, that after you travel out, you will still want to come back. Anyhow, the wahala day. Problems are everywhere.
Very true.
If you don't work abroad, you won't have money to put in trust fund for your children. So it still applies to everyone.
Very true. Problems are everywhere and it applies to everyone. Now, for those who are just coming on board, I know that we have a lot of leaders, we have a lot of new people also on this call. Now, let me take you to the people who are in employment, paid employment. And I want to use the banker, for example. I'm sure you have bankers in your team.
Yes, I do.
For the bankers, how do they grow? I want to use them particularly because they're the group of people that will tell you, my office, I can't talk about it. I can't go loud on it. I can't do this. I can't do that. What can you tell the bankers on this call? How to? So I put in money. I'm a VIP. I'm even a Q Silver. I'm hearing the millions. I'm not seeing it. Is my profession a demerit or an obstacle?
Personally, I don't have bankers in my team, but yeah, they should be, but I don't have top leaders who are bankers. But I know a banker who is a language partner, a former banker who is a language partner. That is none other than Mr. Ibiok.
Yeah.
I've learned one or two from him. He utilizes, actually, you see this business, the nature of your work is not necessarily a hindrance. You are the hindrance. Personally, you can actually be a hindrance to your motion in this business. It's all about mindset. It begins with the mind. What one is meant to do is, for such a person, the person needs to find out why they want to do this business. If this business is worth it, they will find a way to work around. I don't actually have experience for bankers, but let me be frank, let me be upfront. I have professors.
Yes, I want to say that you have professors in your team who are crushing all the figures and qualifying.
They are crushing achievements. I have a bursary staff in my team who is also a multiple achiever on this platform. I have big business owners, ICT experts, yet still in my team. I even have a big part of my team is from a company where I don't believe you are even allowed to talk about this kind of business, because they work with, when you work for multinationals like 7-Up and the rest, I don't think you have that freedom to be loud about your business.
True.
I have one of them, a leader who is almost a diamond 4. They were like, you need to be, you cannot be talking about long range and be doing this and that and that. But he was able to find a way to still move his business. That was because he knew what he was after. So, quite all right, your job can limit you, but only you
can stop yourself.
Limit yourself.
True. True.
Only you can limit yourself.
True.
Your profession it should not be an excuse. Rather, it should be a why to grind. After all, we have the likes of 3SD Chine James F. Young, who was a regional manager for EcoBank.
Yeah.
And she built a business to star director 2 level, still working in the bank.
Yeah.
It was after she quit her job, or gave herself what I call honorable discharge, and was unveiled as an SD2. That was when she came out that openly that she's doing this business. But she was still doing the business underground. So please go underground if you need to. You can crush goals, you can qualify for incentives underground. If you want to post achievement, don't post yourself. Post your wife and your children and continue. Or let them post. You don't post. These are some simple things you can look into.
Yeah.
It actually helps. Yeah.
It's possible. Like you rightly said, you are the only person that can limit yourself. If there is a will, there is a way. I know that bankers tell me they are so busy, but professors too are very busy and they are crushing the figures. Wow. So coming back to this platform, one of the things you said earlier, and I know you are quite busy. I know we're already eating into your time. I said 70 minutes, we are quite close. But one of the things you said is that you cannot do this business alone. How do you build teams on this business?
Wow. Team building is something that you can't just wake up and say, I want to build a team. For you to be able to successfully build a team, you must build yourself. Build you. Invest in your personal development. For your leaders to believe in you and want to work with you. For them to see what you see and want to run with it, you must have something to offer. So if you want to build a team, the first step is for you to work on yourself. Develop yourself into a leader. And then, as you recruit, you will now begin to develop these people you are recruiting into leaders. There were processes I went through. I used to hammer it for my leaders. I even have one of them. She's a D5. I was like, you see this book, so you must read it. I kept hammering it until she read it. Make sure they all go through a personal development. And then you also need to learn how to work with people. For example, I built my business more of offline than online. I did what they call, I walked the process. It involved traveling to different locations, organizing seminars, majorly physical before the COVID, going to different cities, working with different people, connecting with their prospects. Then when the prospects come on board, I connect with them as individuals, as team members. And it was stressful, it was hectic. But at the end of the day, I got myself a team. Without going for any paid mentorship class, which I'm not proud of. I'm going for paid mentorship class very soon. I need to. I got into a point where I need to. I did it raw. But, this is our business. Paid mentorship class is not really necessary. If you can buy books. Oh, I have a banker in my team. One of them just chatted me up. He's a different leader. He just chatted me up in my inbox right now. He was a senior manager in a bank 21 years ago. Today, he's a different leader in my team. Yes, just chatted me up. So when it comes to building a team, Me, I did mine ruggedly. I did it the rough and the hard way. The same way my SD did it, because I know my SD's phone was also the same thing. He went on tours and the rest. So I adopted the same strategy. And today I have independent leaders. If you want to build a team in a place, give yourself 1 year. Consistently work on that location. You will get a team there. Yes, you get an active team there.
Before you go ahead, there's somebody who I'm sure is very proud and who is on this call. I'm sure he's sitting down there very coolly, very calmly. He does not know I've taken note of him. He doesn't want me to spotlight him. I have his very cool picture there. S3SD, my Eduru is right on the call. I'm sure he's like a very proud father. 3SD, put on your video. Let's see your face for a moment. Your son is dishing it out here. Well, don't tell me he has disappeared. He's still there. 3SD, put on your video. I'm putting him on the spot while he's putting on his video. One of the things I know you are smiling. One of the things, yeah, he has come on. Ogami, how can you do this? How can you do this? He put on his video and he showed me a plate of
The buffet mandate. He's enjoying the buffet mandate.
Really enjoying the buffet mandate. Unmute yourself, sir. Unmute yourself. This is family meeting. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
It's family meeting. Good to see you, sir.
Greetings to everybody in the house, and it's nice listening to the masters of the game, you know. And I call them masters because they've gone to the battlefield, they conquered, and they came back victorious. And now the crown of star directorship awaits them. That is what Ima is waiting for now. He has finished his work. It's just star director awaiting him. He cannot do that himself again. It's now left for the people around him to know what to do. And I was just enjoying it, although you interrupted me from enjoying that speech. But I hope whenever I see them like this, I say, God, is there anything remaining again? I have tried my best. You know, there is nothing like, Brendo, there's nothing like successor. You see, when there is a successor, they're not talk of successors, then you can relax, you can breathe. You know, I'm concentrating on diaspora now. I'm done, you know. In fact, I cannot wait to push the diaspora to them also, say, look, just go and let me just go on vacation in Maldives. You know, so, and just let's listen to him. You know, it's really taking us on. Let's listen to him. And I like hearing the stories. You know, he's a big boy now, he's a Malta. So,
thank you so much, sir.
All right, okay.
Thank you for always being there. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we'll always be there for everybody. So that's just it. We move along. Together we are stronger. So. So, all right.
Enjoy that powerful meal.
I have to. I cannot wait. Let me continue business.
So that was 3SD. And honestly, Ima, to be honest, I'm sure you know clearly that it's not flattering. It's only flat tires that flatter. You have been quite phenomenal. I've listened to you a couple of times, and each time I listen to you, I glean from you. Now, we're back to team building. We're back to team building. Thank you, 3SD, and all the leaders on the call. I truly appreciate. Ima, you can't be freezing up now. Are you still there? Or 3SD's grace has mesmerized you? I'm sure his network will come back on. It looks frozen, but his network will come back on. But for everybody on the call, another thing he has said that caught my attention is this. You have got to be ready to put to practice the things you are learning. It's not enough for us to attend. It's beautiful to attend seminars. At every time I see notices for seminars, I attend. And I want to appeal to everybody on this call. Spend your data for the right things. You can slow down on the skits, slow down on the movies, give more attention to the business. the more you attend meetings, the more energized you are to do this business. The Bible rightly says, faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. The same thing, business succeeds by hearing. Each time you hear somebody, you learn something new, you act on it, you get the results, your team grows. I have taken a whole lot from him. I have like 3 pages full of the things I have written, and I'm going to act on it. You can never, one of the things you cannot do too much is you cannot learn too much, and you cannot act too much. Each time you listen and you learn, you glean and you climb on the shoulders of those who have gone ahead of you. When you say, let me climb on your shoulder, you are saying, let me learn from your experience, let me walk the path. So Eduru, you are back talking about team building. Yes, you said give it 1 year. What other things? You said to build your team, first of all, develop yourself, learn to work with people, work the process, give yourself time. What else is there in team building? And maybe I want to worsen it by asking you, when you have team members that are not following you, what do you do?
When you have team members that are following you, my SD always tells me that the pace of a leader determines the pace of his team. Now, one thing I've learned from my SDs and my, especially Emmanuel, S2SD Emanuela Eduru, is that she told me ability is nothing. Now, I'm that kind of leader that ability is nothing. Whenever something big or major comes, I treat it as nothing. I treat it as settled. And that same mentality and mindset, I push my leaders a lot. I push them, I tell them, you must do this. You have done this. Conditions in advance. You have done it. And I tell them it is doable. Before you know, it becomes accomplished. Now, with that kind of mentality and mindset that I've put into my leaders, now when there is promo or anything, it's them that now come and say, we want to do, we want to push, we want to pursue. You know, when you push people to work, when you push people to work, you push people to work, they'll not be the one gingering, doing the, and you will just be amazed at what's happening.
So one of the things I'm hearing from him is
that point we have gotten to. That's what we call the auto business. Push business to go autopilot. You must be ready to step on some toes, push, do anything, even if they are displeased, continue until you get what you want out of them, and you will see soar and fly in the long run. That's the kind of mindset you put in other leaders. It's tough, it's hard, it's impossible. Man, you'll be in trouble to have the same mentality as you do.
So in team building, first and foremost, work on yourself. To succeed in anything in life, I'm hearing you loud and clear. First and foremost, work on yourself. If you cannot see it as possible, then your team members will not see it as possible. So, Ima, promos have opened up. The car promo is up, the Egypt promo is up, and many more promos are still coming. How do you prepare a team to qualify?
The first things I do is I'm working with everybody in my team. I work with all my legs. There is no big leg, no bonus leg, no sharing leg, nothing. I work with everybody the same. I give them the same attention. In fact, the people that disturb me, that I work with the most, are the people in my biggest leg, not even the people in my bonus leg. What I did was I detached myself
So those of you that want to qualify, I'm sure you are listening. If you want to qualify, the nuggets are here. Network is not smiling, but whether the network likes it or yes, we're going to glean everything out. But number one thing he said is work on everybody in your team. Don't segregate. Don't think, oh, this big leg is okay. Let me look for the small legs. Work on every part of the team. Don't. If you don't prejudge when you are prospecting, don't also prejudge when you are working on qualification. Some people might have been sleeping all the while. It might just be their time to wake up. So don't think this leg, nothing good can come out of it. You'll be shocked. That leg might be what will give you the last point you need to qualify. So work with every single person on your team. Remember, work on yourself. So when you says to read those 2 books, before you tell your team members to read them, please read those 2 books yourself. Don't be a leader that says, do as I do, as I say, not as I do. It must be do as I do. You must be doing first for others to do. Please go ahead, Ima. Eduru, you have the floor.
Sure. I got my leaders to do this year. Most of the things I got my leaders to do this year, before I even took it to my leaders, I experimented them. I saw that it was working. Anything I discover is working, I don't hide it from my leaders. I take it to them. I dish it out. I've taught my leaders how to participate in every promo. If you're in the ACES team, you don't participate in promos, you're not in the ACES team. Every promo. Even promos at Long Reach say this promo is explicitly for Diamond 1 to Diamond 3. For example, the rank advancement promo that came up, it was actually meant for D1 to D3s. But at some point, they were not coming out. They were not really picking up to participate. So what I did was that I sat back, I said, no. I went to my and said, let's participate. I made sure we participated. Participation in promos is actually a culture that will ensure that there is always PV in the back office. Let's be honest and realistic. We use promos to drive our business. We use the PVs that comes from promos. We used to qualify for trips. We used to qualify for cars. So I make sure that everybody participates. I also participate. I don't tell people to do what I cannot do. When you are leading, you lead from the front. You don't say, go and fight. I will be waiting for you to come and celebrate the victory. No.
Lead from the front.
Take part, active participation. I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe we're on to the next question, please.
Okay. So we will soon be rounding up. Network hasn't been fun either, but we're going to be rounding up. I'm looking at the floor. Somebody is asking a question. How do you make the D1s participate? So she says, yeah, he has in the team several D1s that are seemingly sleeping. How do you get them to participate?
Now, you see, the way Long Reach has been bringing promos up, there are promos that are suited for certain people. There are promos that are suited for certain people. There are certain promos that when they come, certain people will pick it up. Certain people will pick it up. There's something I learned, and that is, if you want to achieve anything, you need to work with your leaders. I work with the D5s, the D4s, the D3s up close. And if you want to pass anything across and you want to make impact, get the loyalty of your leaders to accomplish it. For example, let me use this case study. My Yenagua leader, she is a D4 leader, soon to be clinching 5. If I need something to be done, I don't need to go direct to them. I just call up the leader, tell the leader, this is it. She takes it upon herself to reach out to other leaders. Before you know, we'll see PV in the back office. We see 1,000, 2,000 PV in the back office. And the funny part is that most of the people that will participate are people that normally we're not even participating. So one needs to learn how to work with the organogram of this business, how it works. Most times, I can't directly reach D1s, D2s, and D3s, but I can reach them through their leaders. The ones I can reach personally, I reach. So working well, like with a well with your leaders can take you far. So it still boils down to family. For me, along with the people I'm in business with are more or less family, but more like my family. I don't. So if you can build the relationship with their success you want to happen, that is it. That's the only way. Because without their coming into the picture, there's little you can accomplish as a person. Most times people look at me, I will be like, oh, he's a Diamond 7, he's a car qualifier, he's a chip qualifier. He won't understand what it means to be us. So the only way I can reach those kind of people is through their leaders. Who might not have gone to the heights I've gotten to. So they'll feel, let's talk with this person. And it has helped me greatly. So I work well with my leaders. There's nothing I will learn in Long Beach that at least 10 to 15 leaders. I will go to their inbox one by one. If I post something in the chat room, it's not enough for me. I still go to their inbox because the message needs to sink in. If it doesn't sink in well, it will be skipped. And before you know, you miss PVs. And I don't like missing PVs in Long Beach. I can't miss PVs in Long Beach. No. I must claim every PV this year.
I like that. I can't afford to miss PVs. I must claim every PV this year. And that is my story too. I am going to allow you go. And I want to be asking you for a final word in a moment. But for everybody on this call, for all the leaders, all the partners on the call, if you have a guest on this call, whether on this call or on YouTube, please follow them up with the lessons you have learned. But before I take his last word, I want to reiterate some things I have personally written down. For you to succeed in this business, number one, you must be ready to learn yourself. You must be ready to learn yourself. It says Long Beach is a lifestyle. So it's not something that, don't look at starting from S-define. Build every day on this business. It's a lifestyle. And if he started with a starter combo and is where he is today, then nobody on this call has an excuse because there's no point lower than starter combo. So if from starter combo today is a G7, nobody has an excuse. He has explained what the work is on this business. What's the work? Know your product, know your onions, sell the idea. One of my friends will say, if you know your onions, you will eat your suya. So please, for everybody on this call, take that business of 21st century again and go pro and read it as if you've never read them before. Take your notes and walk the works. This year 2021 promo, I want everybody on this call to clinch every single promo that comes out. So, Eduru, your final word. Oh, there's a question here. What is the best approach to onboard youths, undergraduate, youth corpers, and their likes? Wow, he has said a whole lot about this while he was talking. But let me allow you to say it in shortest possible way you can.
All right. There's something I want to say about us youths, we youths, undergraduates, youth corpers, and the likes. I want to explicitly state that virtually 90% of the youths, undergraduates, youth corpers, and the likes, they have this, most of them have what I call the entitlement mentality. the harsh realities of life has not gotten to most of them yet. So when an opportunity like this is brought to them, they feel they deserve better because they went to school.
Yeah.
They deserve better. So for you to onboard a youth and get him on board this platform is headache, one. And even after you get them on board this platform, for you to get them to work is another problem. So I will have to say that the only hope is if that youth is ready to accept the harsh realities of life and has a humble disposition.
Wow.
Humble disposition. Only someone who is humble will come out with first class and come and do this business. Only someone that does not feel too special as a young person will do this business. You see a lot of adults pushing this business. They are not pushing, they are pushing it because they have seen what life really, what life has to offer. And that is why they don't joke with it. But the young people who are meant to be the ones who should jump at this opportunity, they don't. They turn it down, and it pains me. That's why when I'm on Facebook, I show them how it is done so that they will know that they can do better. They are meant for more. So for you to onboard those kind of people, you need to study the person, see the personality, but that is the only hope to get such a person to come on board and work. I'm just coming from the stand of a young man who has worked with a lot of young people. I'm just being upfront on this matter. There's no special strategy. It's up to them. It's up to them.
You are so correct. I'm laughing because I'm seeing the comments in the chat box. Somebody said, what stupid job mentality is that? I understand. It's really up to them. They have got to do it. A final question, and please, this will be the last question, and we will let him go. So if I'm to start from starter combo, how do I gradually...
Oh, is it possible to have no noise? Don't turn that TV. Don't.
It says, if I'm to start from starter combo, how do I gradually proceed? Or what are the requirements to move to the next level? So if you're on this call and you want to start with the starter combo, first I want to ask you to do, please meet with the person that invited you. That's number one. Number two, for you to move up the ladder, it's easy. Every time you make your purchases, it's an upgrade. Oh, SD, sir, please go ahead. I can see your hand, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, I love the question. The person that somebody asked a question. I love the question because it has so many answers. And if we are to take the answers from different people, everybody will be right in his own perspective and opinion. Now, why this question attracted me is, how do I, where is it? There's a question concerning youth corpus or youth.
Okay.
So what is the best approach to onboard youths, undergraduates, youth corpus, and their likes? Now, simply put, in my own opinion, and from my experience, because I've been an entrepreneur right from my university days. If I say from my primary school days, it was only metamorphosing into what we call matters of the moment. Now, the mentality of the individual matters, irrespective of being a youth, being an undergraduate, or whatever. But in general, the school system, which even an illiterate parent wants to force his child or a child to go into, is faulty. Because the school system is set up like a scam. I'm sorry to say this, but only people who have worked for 35 years will understand what I'm talking about. It is so designed as if it was meant to cheat.
Mm.
I am saying this because we were never taught how to make money in schools from primary to the last stage of probably when you want to. It's only now they are beginning to talk about business school, because in business schools that's where you go and learn how to make money, go and learn how to help organizations to actually become productive. Now, the whole people you call youth, they still went through this school system because they were told that if your certificate is not okay, you can't get a job. So it is inborn from birth. From the cradle, it has been nurtured to maturity. And now, this is what we call the mindset and mentality of everybody is being driven towards white-collar job. So when you want to come out to talk about entrepreneurship, it has to be inculcated into the system. So if we in this sector, because it is only this industry that gives knowledge for free. No industry tries that. So because this industry is the only industry that gives knowledge for free, at the same time, it is the only industry that is being overly abused globally. So now people who are supposed to listen look down on people from this industry most times, that these are people that have no future ambition. These are people that are dropped out from the world of business, the world of the corporate world, and all those stuff. But if we must get the youths, get the undergraduates, get the corpus or whatever you call it into the system, only one way: campaign and knowledge impartation. And this is the task of every partner that is in this platform, every partner that is in this industry, because the platform is different from the industry. Now, why did I say this? Majority of the partners in the industry, they don't even have adequate knowledge to impact. You see somebody trying to administer a product you don't even have knowledge about. Maybe you heard somebody talking about it and you did not hear it well. Now you go and be replicating such without doing your own private research and end up talking to a professional in that field. And the professional will just say, this is why I don't like listening to these people.
Sure.
But when you want to educate people, the duty of a partner in any platform, so long you are in this industry called MLM, your duty is to educate and enlighten people, not to sell products. You are educating people, enlightening people about the industry, the values it gives, then the benefit of your platform products. But people fail to realize is that we are not to go and talk to people. When they say presentation, a presentation is just an avenue, a medium for you to meet people and educate and enlighten them about what values the MLM industry holds for everyone. Why we should use it as a plan B or C for a sustainable income for the future. Because majority of these platforms in the industry, they deal on health products. They deal on daily consumables. And if that is what they do, since we are also spending money to buy these things, let us look beyond just buying to use and see the investment aspect of it, since this is a lifetime expenditure. By the time you are able to present to your prospects or to the people out there that this is why we do what we do, it will begin to make impact, most especially when it is done generally, not by a single few. Because the single few who knows that this is what is supposed to be done, they cannot cover the whole place. And this is the reason why somebody will go and talk to somebody, they will not listen. Another person will go, they will listen. Something created that difference. So this business is about knowledge acquisition and impartation. That is all. It has nothing to do with your product. If I come to you and I tell you about the industry, the financial aspects, how it could actually protect your future financially, then I now want to tell you about my products. I'm introducing it to you. I bring my sanitary napkin and I do the demo for you. I bring my pie cup, I do the demo for you, and I tell you the health benefits you will derive from it when you are using such things. At the moment I finish it, I change the topic and say, okay, I'm in a hurry. I need to leave now and all the rest. We'll talk later. I did not say come and buy my products. I just did something there to you. And by the time I leave, you know very well that that thing I came to drop there is value. You need it. You need it. Because when I am coming to you, I know I'm coming to add value to you. Because people follow you because you have something of value to give. Take note. As far as humans, even animals, when you have something of value to them, they will come to you. If you don't have, you can never attract anybody. So that is why when people say, I have not achieved anything, so I cannot woo anybody to join me, I say, fa. Knowledge does not need talent. Knowledge acquisition doesn't need a talent before you can get it. And it is only in this industry knowledge is given freely. I know what I spent to get my MSc. Over 25 million went for that period I went to stay in the UK because I was looking for knowledge. I cannot be talking to people, bank managers, this, that, and I don't have a backup that will suit them. Because there are some of these people who want to say, what do you know? But now I'm saying, I have gone beyond what you know. I have acquired what you have acquired, but I am not bringing something new to you to the table. I will only ask you if you are aware that this work you are doing today, within this period of time, when it becomes obsolete, what are your plans? If you are into production, I am coming to tell you, are you aware that between so and so time, this particular thing will no longer be useful again because it will become obsolete and innovation would have cleared it out. And I will give you examples like the Agfa, like the Kodak, like the Nokia, like this, like that, like that. We are talking, we are laughing, we are talking, we are laughing. Electric cars are coming with speed.
True.
There is the latest invention now, which I'm going to talk about very soon in some few weeks to come. If anybody that knows that he is into tire business, begin to have a plan B and half. Because the latest tire that is out now does not need air. It will step on nail, it will destroy the nail. and still be moving. Vulcanizers is as good as old stories.
Wow.
And all this I'm talking about in the next 5 to 10 years, people selling tire will become business for, it will be obsolete. Maybe they use it to burn fire on the streets and all the rest. That is what they will see in Africa. But that is just the truth. So we should always think of educating, enlightening people while detaching ourselves from the outcome of that so-called presentation. I live by this thing here. I'm not the speaker for today. I'm just coming to contribute. Therefore, the person that was asking question about how do I convince a prospect or blah, 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 I saw something like that. For that, what I would just say is, you don't give what you don't have.
Mm.
You don't give what you don't have. No matter what I say here, it will not work. What will work is, you say, how do you approach a prospect? This person that has this question, all I will just tell you is, go and read GoPro. Because if you are going to depend on listening to people, you will not go far.
Mm.
You need to have content of your own. You will learn, then you will add on top. When you read, what that reading helps you to do is to help you to locate opportunities. How? Once you have finished reading these books, they mention for you, especially these two books. Once you read them, the moment you are out in the streets, you begin to see opportunities everywhere. And the moment you begin to see opportunities everywhere, you want to grab opportunities, you want to take advantage of opportunity, and you have knowledge about the need of these people. So you become an authority. Without knowledge, you will not be able to achieve much with talking to prospects. You may use your integrity to win a few couple of people, but it's not enough, because maintaining them, taking them to the next level, they see you, they ask you questions, you don't have anything, they tell you, I'm not interested anymore. So you've lost them, actually. So all you need to do is get the right knowledge and ensure that you impart this knowledge you are getting. People like knowledge. When you have the right knowledge and you impart this knowledge, you begin to attract people to yourself. That is just the truth. And that leads to your passion. Thank you very much for your time, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. You rounded it up so beautifully well for us. Thank you so much, 3SD. I truly do appreciate you. You have poured out so much for us today. And for everybody on this call, how do you get knowledge? It's so simple. In all our on all our platforms, the details on all our platforms, the details for CIG Live Sunday will be there. The Tuesday expose, Wednesday expose, they will all be there. So please make sure you're on CIG Live every Sunday at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, 8 p.m. on Wednesday, 8 p.m. You cannot lack information. Trust me. And if you can just do that for 1 month, check out your life, check out your business. You'll be amazed about what you see. Thank you so much, 3SD, Emmanuel Eduru. I truly do appreciate you.
One additional for somebody. Sorry,
Okay.
additional for there's somebody that asked a question again. I'm so sorry. I'm liking this is it's something I like drinking all the time. I drink Longbridge, so when I hear about it, I'm interested, so that people can be enlightened more. The guy that was asking, how does a young person prospect an adult? The person the speaker for today is not an adult. It's not an adult. Let me just let you know that it's not an adult. It's a small boy. It's my son, So he and when he came on board, he was still in school. He has not even finished school. He was a student, and he was talking to adults, and he was telling you how he was going about it. He has anybody that comes near me, the first thing I tell you, go and get knowledge. And if you want to get that knowledge, you will come back to ask me, what do I do to get the knowledge? And I will not tell you. But if I tell you go and get knowledge, you go, you don't come back. I know you are not serious. So he is one of that type that if he wants to know something, he will disturb you like mosquito. He will not allow you to rest until he give you what he wants. He loves knowledge. He likes it. He rarely sees it. So him talking there, he's even not yet married because he's not done his youth service self. And he's a boy, he's a small boy. But you need to see the people he's leading. He's leading top people in society, in this platform, not in their various aspects of life, but in this platform, he's leading people. He has the charisma, he has the energy, he has the enthusiasm, and you can see it, pouring out from him. He cannot wait. His blood is so hot. So, no child here. There's nothing like child here. Once you have that knowledge, you become an authority. That is just the truth. It is the knowledge he has that is making him look like an adult. It's not an adult. He remains a boy. It's a small boy. So you may even senior him. So, but he's doing marvelously well. So don't see anything as it's knowledge that separates you. Let me tell you, one information Dangote has, you don't have. That is why he's different from us. When you get that one information, it puts you at a level that you will not believe your eyes. I'm so sorry for this interruption.
No, sir. I'm sorry, I really love the Okay, so Emmanuel, your final words.
Wow, that's a wonderful one. My final words is, yes, everyone who has been a part of this meeting should look at the possibilities. There are possibilities before you. There's nothing that we are doing on this platform that many people out there are not doing and succeeding. We all have this age. We are all
Did we lose him?
Training. We have similar leaders too. So we all have it in us to become successful. As far as this business is concerned, a barrier when it comes to success.
The network is failing.
In fact, there are things you...
Go ahead, sir. The network is failing, but one thing I can hear clearly, it was saying to us is that the thing separating us from the results we want to have is knowledge. Get the knowledge, get the knowledge, get the knowledge. And when you get the knowledge, work the knowledge. Don't just sit down and pray. It's so good to pray. Pray as if it all depends on God, but work as if it all depends on you. There is nothing that can stop you on this platform except you stop yourself. Thank you so much, S3SD Emmanuel Eduru. You did a fantastic job. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Eduru Jr. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on this call and for dishing out so much information for us. We truly do celebrate you. Like I will always say, I will come again. Trust me, I will come again. And until another time, another meeting, I want to ask everybody on this call, even if you are ready before, go and take your Business of the 21st Century again, read it again, take your GoPro, read it again, and nothing can stop you. I want to see you at the top, crushing all the promos. God bless you. Have a glorious night and a great week ahead. God bless you.